Hey everybody, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. Let me bring you in a little bit closer here. So we're back out in the shack testing facility. We're going to do a cook tonight, and we're going to do a cook that I have never done before. So I do have backup plans. If this doesn't turn out, KFC's just down the road. I'll get some nice chicken. So anyway, going back into the Better Homes and Garden grilling recipes, 100 best grilling recipes. And when I went through here, I found a recipe on lamb chops. I watch these cooking shows and they make lamb look so good. And I've always wanted to try it. I've had lamb stew and can tell you, not my thing. But here on page 22 is a chops with blackberry pear chutney. Zoom it in there, you can see the picture of it. Looks really, really good. I got the ingredients for it. We're gonna do it up on a Weber kettle, and we'll give it a try and tell you what I think of it. I picked up this rack of lambs at Costco. I think I spent $15 on it, and we will get them cut up and throw them on the grill, see how they turn out. Make this blackberry and pear chutney, I think is how you say it. Give that a try, and hopefully it'll be really good. Stay tuned. Let's get into this cook. All right, so we need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in a large skillet. 1, 2-ish. Right now I have it on medium heat. Going to want to take our pear that we sliced up in a rough chop, and we peeled it and chopped it up. We're going to dump that in there, like so. Then we're going to take a 1/4 cup of green onion that we chopped up, put that in here. Get all that down in there. And then we want to take 1/8 of a teaspoon, this is about 1/2 teaspoon, of ground clove. So we'll just take a little bit of this and we'll just kind of spray it over it like so. And a little more than it. We'll say about like that. What you want to do is just kind of stir this all together, and we want to let it kind of render that pear down until they're kind of soft. Let's get that clove all over it. So we'll let this go probably 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be stirring it every now and then just to keep it all nice and cooking good. Come back when that's done. All right, it's been 4 minutes. It's looking really good. So at this point, what we want to do, we want to add our blackberries. You can use frozen. These are fresh. Just dump those in there like so. Give it a quick stir. Then we want to add in 2 teaspoons of snipped thyme. So let's take this and just sprinkle it around. All right. Give it a quick mix up. Smells so delicious. So now what we want to do is we want to let this go for another 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll add some red wine vinegar to this. Okay, and we also want to reduce the heat to medium-low. So just turning it down a bit, and we'll let it go. All right, so it's been another 4 minutes. Just look at the color that produced. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a teaspoon of red wine vinegar, and we're going to take it off the heat, and we're just going to let it cool. So about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. I think I said teaspoon, but a tablespoon. Something about like that. Let's give it a quick stir here. is some beautiful stuff right there, let me tell you folks. But isn't that beautiful? Surprisingly, it does look like the picture in my book. All right, so we'll just set this on the side and let it cool down. So for tonight's cook, we're going to use the 1959 Wooddale Weber. I've got my charcoal sitting here, got my fire starter. Go ahead and set that there. Get these coals going, and then we'll get them dumped down in there. Let's take a closer look at this. So this has the solid triangle tray. It's got the white tires, rims with real rubber. This one actually has an ash pan too on it. We'll go down low here. You can see we've got 3 daisy wheel vents on the bottom. We've got a metal bowl handle there, and then the lid also has a metal bowl handle. And this is what it looks like, Wooddale. That's where these were built, all American. So let it come up to temp. So while the grill is coming up to temp, we're going to go ahead and get our chops seasoned up here. So you can see I've cut them into 2 bones, as they say, like so. So in here I have a 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground coarse pepper. And we're just going to sprinkle these on here.
So fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't want to miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
The right amount. So let's let them just sit here for a bit, then we'll get them out there on the grill. Think about this grill from 1959, all the cooks it's done, all the laughter around it, all the tall tales, and all the beverages. 60 plus years old and still making people happy. Never cooked lamb chops before. I've never cooked lamb, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, I'm going to put the meat side down on the outside here, like so. Something like that. And we're going to let them go for, I don't know, probably like 8 minutes. Like 8 minutes, then we'll come out and temp them.
Or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Take a look at these lamb chops to begin with. Brought them in and I just wrapped them up in foil while I got everything else ready. Oh my, those look really good. Wow. Look at that. Let's see if we can recreate their picture. Are pretty warm. Let's just do something like that. Just throw a couple of thyme sprigs around it, something like that. Got a little extra green onion. Let's just spread that out here. And then for our Bartlett pear and blackberry chutney. Oh, that's something very close to their picture, don't you think? They look really good. Alright, let's just cut into one of these and see what it tastes like. See if Gordon Ramsay would be proud. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Let's take this bite. Let's get a bit of a pear. Get that in the focus there. Lamb chop. I don't know. Let's try it. That's actually pretty good. That bite was pretty fatty, but man, blackberry. Wow, that was actually really good. For the first time ever doing lamb chops, oh yeah, definitely worth checking out that recipe. So doing lamb the first time, that was really good. So you saw how I did that, followed their recipe pretty much to the T. When I was out there on the grill, instead of just letting it go 8 minutes, flipping it in another 8 minutes, I went 4 minutes and I rotated them a quarter indirectly. And then at the end, I went ahead and seared them right over the coals, a minute per side. And let me tell you, started temping it and it was right there at 145, 150, perfect. Bartlett pear and blackberry chutney, hope I'm saying that right, came out so good. This recipe was simple and done quickly. It took about 15 minutes to make the chutney, and you know, it took about 20 minutes to do them up on the grill, but it's well worth it. Yeah, probably do this again sometime. You know, first time trying lamb, didn't have to go to KFC, so that's a win. Anyway, as I always say, thank you for watching. You can do this too. It's not that difficult. Grill on, my friends. Till next time.
And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars.